Hello and welcome back to another daily guidance message. We are on Monday the 27th, and I always tell you about the moon. The moon is in Capricorn, which moved in yesterday, and that helps you just figure out what to do next in your path. Capricorn is a very connected sign that is about ambition and organization. So, we've got the sun in Leo, which happy birthday to all those Leos that are having a birthday this week. But it's almost a feeling like we just want to make things right in our lives. We don't want to avoid the lessons, but we want to make things right because it feels like everything's a bit frustrated at the moment. And we've got these lots of transitions happening in the skies, and it's a lot of lessons for us. It's almost like we feel that life is really hard. We don't want to make it harder by being around people that make it harder. So let's see what our message is today. Stop looking for quick fixes. Oh, that's so interesting. And you can see she's sitting there inside of a clock, and we are governed by that. Everything that we do is on time, society, our age, the way we dress, the way we, our parents, everything is around having to, almost like we need to give up a certain section and then get to another section. And it just feels like, like we go on social media because we're a little bit lonely, and that is a quick fix as far as I'm concerned, because we're not sure of how to interact with others anymore. And I don't know about you, but if you go out and maybe have a bit of a dinner and be with friends, it is nice to interact with others, but all you want to do is just get home to your safe place, to the space where you're not judged, the space where you can be in total control of yourself, and perhaps even just recluse a little bit. Life is, as I said, really, really hard, and it's so difficult to try and make that fit into our lives every day, and we've got this governing of time. So what do? We look for the quick fixes so that we can just get that day over and start again. We're not fully living our lives. So I feel today this is quite a big message coming through here. Let's see what our tarot cards say. We've got the Justice card, we've got the Six of Swords, and we have the Temperance card. Isn't that awesome? So if you look here, we are flanked by two major arcanas, and this is quite a big message for us because it's saying that, loneliness is a big thing. If you feel like you are lonely and you feel like time is just going by, and I know for myself, I've entered my 60s, and it's very difficult to get your head around that. So no matter what age you are, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, when you go into that time in your life, you think, oh, do I only have 20 years left? What have I done up to now? So this is a even more of a push to get into a quick fix. But the Justice and the Temperance are saying here that balance. They're both balanced cards. We are on this path. We're on this path of existence. What you do in that space between birth and death is an absolute blessing and a privilege to you. Yes, there will be days where it's harder. Yes, you're not sure where you belong. But what Spirit wants us to do is to make sure that we don't look for the quick fixes to get over the patterns, because we're obviously all building patterns as we go. And, we can be open-minded, we can be independent, but what is the focus in our lives? Where is our actual focus? Are we focused on, are we doing the right thing? Or do we fit in the right place? Are we managing our emotions? Are we repeating lessons? And I think the people around you can help you with that. And I think when you work with those kind of energies today, especially the Capricorn energy, the moon in Capricorn, it's going to make your heart and your mind and your emotions a little bit almost like you're putting up a better fight for yourself. So it's putting you back into trust, that things will fall into place easily. And with this stop looking for quick fixes, it's such a difficult pattern to be in, because that is, like we think, okay, well, if we don't do that, then what is the catch in life? We don't want it to be an opportunity to let things linger too long. I mean, here you are sitting watching a video to get a quick fix today, but hopefully whatever's coming through here will help you to really work things through long term, to look at your life and go, I've been around the block, I've invested myself into my life, I've used money, I've had people in my life I've loved, I've had children, I've lost people, but what doesn't work And I think this is what this is saying to you today, is that you know what doesn't work. Six of Swords is a card to say to you, move away from what doesn't work. Emotionally, painful, uncomfortable situations. As I said, life is really hard. You don't want to be around people that make it harder, or situations that make it harder. So every part of yourself and your life experience is on how you can transform and heal. And I think this is what this Justice card is coming in to say. You know, Justice card comes in to say to you that there is that truth of life. What is your truth? Where do you fit in? Where do you belong? So I think this is quite a deep message. So look at every detail in depth and stay away from empty promises and quick fixes, because that is not going to be logical for you and going forward. There must be a sort of a slowing down effort to find that you're not skimming things and just going through relationships and scenarios, because you're not going to get this day back again. This day, this 27th of July, Monday, is your day today to live, and to live in the moment, and to be in that beautiful, strong energy of who you are right now. Whether you start trying to figure out if you're doing the right thing, whether you're enjoying the time to take rest and reflect quietly, it is your day. Balance that out as your path, and know that everything, it says here, never give up. Everything in your path is there for exact reason, for you to enjoy and to relish in it, and to take what you've learned, the pain, the hurt, the love, the joy, use that today as your little push forward to move away from those situations that are hard and you don't want to be around. This is such a sweet message today. I hope you enjoy it, and take care. See you tomorrow.